Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, I'm going to play an insane deck, 4-color control. And I'm saying insane because I've almost never seen a 4-color control deck in Standard. Maybe back in Omnath days, but that was a broken card. And this deck, I don't even know how it works, but it works. The 4-color control really is held on the fact that we have such crazy mana base now that the universal passage could be land of any color, and because we have verges, all the colors can kind of come together based on whatever we name on our multiversal passage. This is not just a shock land. This is an incredible land that turns on almost every part of any multicolored deck. And the 4-color deck really goes live when we have cards like Inevitable Defeat, a 4-mana spell, instant that cannot be countered. We exile target non-land permanent, and its controller lose 3 life and we gain 3 life. So it's basically just a unstoppable removal at 4 mana, which might seem like a lot, but the life swing does help us stabilize a lot better. We also have 2 Jeskai Revelations. That also is something that can go the distance. So Jeskai Revelation bounces a spell, deals 4 damage to a permanent, or to any target, right? And we also get 2 1/1 monks, and we gain, draw 2 cards, and we gain 4 life. This is just everything in one card, which is sick, I gotta say. It's very sick. Now, the way that 4-mana or 4-color deck can work is that we have to make sure our early tempo does not get too disrupted. So we have cards like No More Lies and Lightning Helix to ensure that we get to counter spells, destroy creatures, and last long enough. But what I've noticed while playing today was the biggest issue with most matchups is, well, we stopped their initial play, but eventually we are fighting against a lot of strategy that just plays with their graveyard. So even though we get rid of their cards from board, cards in their hand counter their spells, eventually they start playing from their graveyard, and that's too many things for us to stop. So we put in a lot of graveyard hate in this deck as well. I can put in 1 Sogai Lantern, 1 Rest in Peace, and also 1 Cease and Desist. So that will help us kind of fight through basically anything from each perspective, right? Graveyard, hand, aggro, control, whatever the case, we got something to stop those. And we got a little bit of card draw in Consult the Star Charts, 4 Stock Up, of course, and 2 Meringue River Region, sort of a card draw. We have 2 Ultima in the deck for big board wipe, and we got 1 Rao, Crackling Wit, just for some Planeswalker goodness. This card, this Rao draws his cards and give us others, and then we have a sort of a slower win con eventually with the -10. I don't envision our Rao ever doing anything other than just being fun, but he's here for exactly that. Now, let's talk about the deck list. Turn 1, we don't really have anything turn 1, so we got a lot of tab lands on turn 1. Turn 2, well, we have Sogai Lantern, right? Sort of a 1-mana play, but you're obviously not throwing out lanterns on turn 1. It's more so a card that eventually we want to throw out if it's a graveyard deck, or we're cycling through to draw a card. Turn 2, we want to make sure that we have 2 mana open for either No More Lies or Lightning Helix. Those are important cards to hit on turn 2. We also have 3 Get Lost in case we got to remove a land or elf or something. Get Lost could help in the early game not to help us not to fall too far behind. We also have 2 Consult the Star Chart. Not a 2-mana play. You could play as a 2-mana, but almost always a 4-mana play for a 4-mana draw 2. But those 4-mana draw 2 is almost a tutor because of the amount of lands that we have in the deck. So I don't like this as a 2-mana play. I'm going to put that as a 4-mana play. And then we have 1 Rest in Peace in the deck. Again, not a 2-mana play that you want to throw down on turn 2 unless you got really nothing else to do. More so, this is going to be a card that we play eventually to exile all graveyards later on, in later stages of the game, where it will actually be more impactful. Another 2-mana play that we don't want to throw out right away is Cease and Desist. So Cease and Desist is where we could draw a card, right? We can use the Cease side to draw a card because we have black mana. But chances are we're going to hold off until that exiling 2 card would matter on the same turn our opponent's trying to, reanimate or something. This would catch him off guard. Not many people will see a Cease and Desist in a 4-color control deck because it doesn't run green, right? Our 4 color is everything but green. So we don't need green. This is black pip. This is white pip. We will still be able to do both sides of Cease and Desist. So that's our, these are kind of our tech cards, and here's our 2 drops. Our 3 drop, 3 steps ahead for counterspell, and then for stock ups. We need to draw cards for stock up, right? So obviously we are not throwing out stock ups either in the early game, but maybe to mid to late game where we have more time, we can stock up and back that up with No More Lies or Lightning Helix. Turn 4 is where we consult the Star Char or Meringue River region or Inevitable Defeat, right? So these are the cards that we want to play on turn 4. Card draw, or removal. That's kind of the idea. We also have one route. You can throw route out on turn 4 if your opponent's not gonna have haste. Nowadays, every deck has haste, right? Black has that skeleton thing has haste. Green definitely has haste. Red definitely has haste. Blue may have counterspell, so Ra will just get countered. It doesn't matter as much. And the only color that doesn't have haste is mono white. So if you ever face against mono white, you might be able to throw a Ra out there just to get some blue others. Turn 5, Ultima, or 5 mana Ultimate, 7 mana Jeskai Revelation. That's the 5 color control shell. Now the land base, I don't even know where to begin with this land base. It's going to be insane. So we start with black and white. So we got 2 Shadowy Backstreets, 2 Godless Shrine, and then we go to blue and white, which is 4 Floodfarm Verge. 4 Floodfarm Verge. And then we go to blue and red, which is 4 Riverpyre Verge and 4 Thundering Falls. 4 each because we need a lot of red-white, or blue-red and red-white lands for most of the stuff that we want to cast. They're blue, white, and red. Mostly Jeskai, right? So, and then we put mostly Jeskai cards here. And then we have 3 Sacred Foundry. This is very hard to cycle through. 3 Sacred Foundry and 2 Sunbillow Verge. Also part of the Jeskai package. We have 1 Playing and 1 Mistrise Village. Let me put those here. 1 Playing and 1 Mistrise Village. These are pretty good for monocolor cards. And Mistrise Village is, against a control-heavy deck, we can try to push out big spells like Jeskai Revelation or Meringue River region. We can push them out with Mistrise Village. That's pretty good. And since we have mountains in the deck anyways, Mistrise Village is not really going to be a tap land. And then we have 4 Multiversal Passage. That could be a land of any color. Most of the time, Multiversal Passage will be named on black to help us get that black pip for Inevitable Defeat. But a lot of times it will be on blue if we're short on blue, or we name red if we're short on red. And that's the whole idea of the deck. It's a very, very interesting deck. I don't know how well it can do. Let's go into the game and see if it's actually good. Alright, our opponent's Sharp Eyes. His eyes are sharp. Eyes are very sharp. Okay, we got 1 tap land and everything else is live. Guess we'll surveil first. No? Don't let me surveil. Do I need Rest in Peace in this deck, though? That's a question. Do I want Lightning Helix in this deck? Or in this hand? I mean, Lightning Helix is a good card. I don't think I just throw it away without knowing what our opponent's doing. There we go. Now I can have white open. That activates No More Lies and Lightning Helix if I need to. I want to get rid of those while I still can. Let's stock up. Take a Sacred Foundry. I do need more white mana, so I think I take a Sacred Foundry in 3 steps. Town Greeter. Some sort of reanimator deck, maybe? It's hard to tell. Now we got 2 Helix and No More Lies. Guess we start Helixing his stuff. I also have an Inevitable Defeat, but I'm not sure what it's defeating. Or a Boroid. I think we're gonna put a... I don't know. I think I put a stop there. I can't tell. I'll just Helix that out. Get rid of it. We'll take this 1. That doesn't hurt. We can take that 1 forever. Can I draw a land? I do draw a land. That's pretty important. I think I played this land too, right? So then we stock up here. I already drew a land, so I don't need to stock up when I can 3 steps. Do I have black? I do have black in the deck. Cavaro. Alright, I think I did this. Counter copy. We'll drop this land. It's got one black mana. Valgamoth Faithful. Do we? I don't want him to bring back the Overlord, right? Yeah, this control deck is hard. I mean, honestly, every game that I've been playing so far really just needed a rest in peace. That was all I needed. Revelation. And I'll take a multiversal passage. Black. Bit of life. Revelation's a good card, but he's been hitting the reanimation like every turn. Maybe at some point he won't have it. Is this the turn where he won't have it? Oh my god. Can it be? He's gonna hardcast an Overlord. Okay. Defeat it. What can he bring back with Cavaros? A Valgavoth? Because our inevitable defeat will also stop a Valgavoth, but if he's Cavaroing here, I probably just got Revelation him. Dredger's Insight? That's fine. Go mill some cards. Bounce this back to your hand. 4 damage to you. Alright, he's not doing anything, so I could hold up with no more lies. This attack would just trade. Stock up means that it won't trade? That might be worth it. Yeah, I could just stock up here. Consult. I think we get another land. I don't want to miss my land drop, right? That was the whole thing, so let's get another land here. Hold on a second. This is 6 damage. This will be... Alright, let me blow up your Dredger's Insight. Hit 3. We'll consult. Die to the prowess. I don't think it matters. Take 8. And GG. I guess I can see this deck actually going the distance. If we get the lands right, 4 color is hard. Alright, our opponent is Shadow Wolf. This is a standard bearing Shadow Wolf. And he's going first. Not surprised at all. I mean, it's really a weird deck that we have a control deck with no Day of Judgment. But we're gonna have to hope that it does what it says it can do. There's an island. Do I need it? I don't think I need a Soul Guy Lantern against someone who plays an island. There could be Reanimator decks, right? Soul Guy Lantern is kind of the crux against Reanimator decks. Still gonna pitch it. If we regret it, we regret it. You showed there's a regret. Rogert. But it's okay, we got Helixes. Helixi. Oh, okay. I immediately don't regret it, because I don't need both of those. Okay. I'm just gonna hit that one. You can take the other one if you want. And he does. Misrise Village. How many bats do you think he has? Can't have that many bats, right? Cecil? Okay. I can't play the inevitable defeat, but I could I could kick the consult the star chart. Or this could happen. I think I just kick it. No, I mean, he could take my 4-wipe. Yeah, I'll let him take the 4-wipe. This is actually hilarious. I mean, if he's stuck on 2 mana, No More Lies is as good of a counterspell as I need. Ooh, ouch. It hurts. Revelation anyways. Dude. You're gonna play right into that? I mean, okay. You're the boss, man. Another consult. That was all 4 bat, right? No, 3 bats? Almost all 4 bats. Did I exile bat? No. Another preacher. Ah, you can have your preacher then. Cannot get the mana. So I don't think I need another defeat. Let's take a Floodfarm Verge. Yeah, I think that's fine. I cannot get the black mana for that. Let's see if he actually plays anything. Maybe he has a counterspell for this? Oh no, 1-1. Spy got Siren? No, are we playing against the Mir? Dude, all the inedible defeats in the world and none of the black mana. He's got 2 mana open, so... It does mean I kind of don't want to have... I don't want to tap out. Oh, he has a play. Okay, so if he has a play, then... If it's not counterspell, I'll be... You know, if it's a counterspell, he's got it. I need to get rid of these cards while I still can. I don't want to give him value, so I'll bounce this. It's probably just a... Oh, they shoot the sheriff. Okay. I was gonna say, it's probably just one of those tapper things. Oh, he's gonna use his map instead of playing the preacher. Now, gets rewarded by drawing a land, so there we go. And a 17. I think I should just do it now before he gets a counterspell. We will bounce. I think we bounce the preacher to make him cast it again. 4 damage to the Siren, and I'll draw 2 cards. There we go. Now we can get the black mana. 40 turns in. Now we'll show them what's up. First we stalk. So you're gonna counter our stock up with 2 mana. We can definitely pay for those. Didn't counter it, so we'll take a Meringue and Ultimate. I think we just get going. I don't have counter spells. Just exile his stuff and go in for damage. This is 6 damage. You can kill one of them, but didn't really come from anything. GG, that took forever. But he was mana screw, so I need to hit the right place. And we were able to do that. Alright, our opponent is Machan. We go first. Got some stuff we can play, at least. No. Can't afford it. Only three lands, that costs 4. I'll look at graveyard deck. Season this is pretty good. Surveil 2. Let's see if he hits a card that... No, he just puts a land in there. Sacrifice this creature, create a number of black equal to the number of card types in your graveyard. Either way, I don't have anything else to do, so let's get rid of those cards while I still can. Look at us, we're Esper. Overlord of the Balmerk. It is a reanimator. Let's get rid of that. Come on, Arden, and in the bringer. I would like to draw a card. Cash grab. It's gonna be grabbing some cash. Cavaro? Alright, he's gonna play some blood thinners. I don't have any creatures in my graveyard. Look at the top 3, or look at the top 4. I do get to discard a land if I look at the top 3. And if he Cavaros into what, Overlord? Or an Oculus? It's not too scary. Yep. I get to toss a land. I have too many lands anyways. And it's back! So, inevitable defeat. I mean, I think I do this. Ooh, a stock up. Is he gonna zombify? What can he even zombify here? Just Overlord? Oculus? I'm pretty sure it was a Cavaro's coming. No more of your lies. Go to my turn. Do we stock up here though? It also bounces things, but yeah, there's not really anything that's too scary right now. Stocking up does feel nice. I don't know if that's necessarily the best play here. But he's tapped out. I think I want to sling my stock up. Well, I still can. No more lice. Another stock up. I have no more lice live. I think I just sling another stock up. I need more blue though. Nothing's too threatening right now. Brood Spinner, go! Because of land. Did you already play a land? Did he? He did not, right? Nope. So he could play a land. But that's fine with me. I have 3 graveyard hates. I drew 1. Reclamation. Yeah, you got it. You exile my inevitable defeat. Therefore, the defeat will be yours. I don't have time to kick. I'm just gonna look right now. 3 steps. Should I take 3 steps? Yeah, just take all the counter spell I can, I think. Let's stock up again. Land. Maybe more land? I have 2 Moraine River regions, so maybe it's the Lightning Helix. Card types. Right now it's 5, so we can give 5 1/1s. I mean, if he wants to get 5 1/1s, I'll let him do that. We gotta start defeating his overlords though, because that might be the biggest issue coming up. Oh, he's just gonna do this tiny overlord. He's gonna mill his whole deck. He's getting down to 29. Alright, but he does have a bringer now. I gotta be careful with the bringer. He brings back Valgavoth. I'll blow it up. Can't counter this. It's inevitable. Okay. That is a lot of counter spells, I gotta say. Not complaining. Counter spells are really nice. He's gonna finally sack the Brew Spinner. He has to tap out to sack the Brew Spinner. So, if he does that... Wow. Alright, he lets me LD him. I'll take that. And now we draw cards. Go Moraine River region. There's the rip. Alright. Say goodbye to your graveyard. Now we're playing a fair game. You've been ripped. Every graveyard deck needs to get destroyed. And now we can't counter humans. He didn't name demons, so we still counter his Valgavoth. Kind of funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. You can cast a human for 8 mana. What human is in this deck? This is a vampire demon. This is an avatar. And then this is a spider human, but I don't care about that. This is also elder human. Nope. He discarded the land to kill his own town greeter. Why? I don't understand that. He discarded the land. Like, if it was a misplay, you wouldn't be discarding a land either, right? Just exactly what is going on there. I'm going to consult the star charts. 34 to 22. He did mill a lot of his cards. So, let's get Rao out there, honestly. And then we will get maybe the inevitable defeat. Yeah, it's good protection. You know, Helix that Bruise Mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I need one extra mana to Rao if I really want to do that. I didn't get the mana, so I'm not gonna do anything. I can't counter his humans, but at least I got removal for like decades. To be honest. Actually, no, Rao only costs 4. Why do I think it costs 5? That's alright. I don't even know what to toss at this point. Probably a Helix.
Hey, see a guy in a blue hood around here?
Rao's gonna eat the Bitter Triumph. Do I want to protect Rao? No.
I need to workshop a new theory. You get to be my protege today.
That's fine. Everything else will kill him anyways. 1 mana open for Valgabal. No, then it's gone. Overlord is here. Overlord is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can only get to 6, so no need to have an untapped land. 3 steps is a pretty good card. Take 2. We'll kill him with a little 2/2 here, because he insists on staying in the game after we ripped him. Five mana means no more lives plus 3 steps. Overlord. I'll let him have his Overlord. He's just gonna exile 4 cards anyways. What do you exile? Strategic Betrayal. It's fine. Bruise Spinner. It's down to 6. Turn target spell or permanent. I don't know. This passage? 4 damage sheet. That should be lethal, right? Did I do my math correctly? There you go. GG! You Golgari Grave Deck, you. Right, our opponent is Ale. Hey, 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 Ale, Ale, Ale. Ale goes first. Yeah, alright. We'll try to fight it, but going first means we're kind of screwed. The turn 1 is a Soulstone Sanctuary. Saying it ain't so. This does give me blue as well next turn, right? If I play this, it goes blue. Sunset Saboteur. I can't stop a Saboteur. No, I cannot. But I may need to get lost something. Double Saboteur is looking to be quite painful. Do they have another play though? Duress. Oh, we gotta discard a card. Duress are 3 steps? Well, Dossie's bug live in action. Okay, so I'll play this and just stock up here. We take 2 defeats. Against this deck, maybe the defeats will get there. Deep Cavern Bat will hit one of the defeats, but not both. And we can live under the bat for a while. Eventually it goes away. Didn't even bother. I decline. Didn't hurt that much. This does allow me to get lost the bat and encounter something that he might want to play. Do I want to do that? I have 2 blue, 2 white, 1 black, and 2 red. So it doesn't really matter. That means I choose blue anyways. Okay, I can take this damage still. Alright. Just got nothing else, and I'll kill the Soulstone Sanctuary. I get another get lost anyways. Oh, more lands. Beautiful. BEA beautiful. Duress. I mean, I kind of want to stop that Duress. That's such a good top deck too. Because I can get lost the bat and that Duress. Yeah, you know what? We'll get lost that bat. And then we'll let him choose. You want to take the 3 steps? You want to take the defeat? It's a lot of defeats. We'll try to exile it. You cannot cast it from exile, you can only cast from graveyard. Ooh, a stock up. Okay. Now the game is live. Take a consult. Take a no more lice. Yes. That's sort of okay, right? Not really. Alright, there's a bat, which means No More Lies does not hit the bat. But what would he bat? The defeat? No, he takes the consult. That's fine, we'll just defeat the bat later. Our opponent's flooding. Yeah, I guess No More Lies wasn't as good as what is it called? The Lightning Helix? My thought process was that Lightning Helix won't hit many of the creatures if they're 2/4s. Okay, go to the Bandit's Talon. He's got 2 discard cards. That will be an issue. Take this damage. I mean, I think he's gonna level it up anyways. I think I hit the Deep Cavern Bat here. Get to consult the star charts. And I think I'm gonna do this anyways, so let's do that first so I get 2 cards. Helix probably is more useful than Cease and Desist. Ooh, Meringue River region. Okay. So, do I hold back the stock up just to try to helix something? You could draw a bat, right? You could definitely draw a bat here, but I think we go with the stock up and we get more stuff going. Yeah, those are some cards. Now we have a huge hand. It's gonna Bandit's Talon us. We'll drop our Helix now. That's fine. I don't care about those at all. Our hand is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 7 cards in our hand. They get nothing out of the Talon. And if they try to play something. If they don't try to play something... did we even Revelation here? If they don't try to play something, we can just Meringue River region. They're gonna play spells eventually, right? It's a good card. Just kill spells? I mean, yeah, you know what? I would like to draw cards anyway, so 4 damage to your face. Let me draw some cards. Maybe I'll kill him for this. 2 cards. I got 2 1/1s. Yeah. Right. I think it's fine. He's got too many mana open for me to win with an attack. So we'll just attack for 2 and win next turn. Stab one of our creatures. Look at those Bandit's Talons. I hope they're serving you well, Mr. Bandit. Another Bandit's Talent. I can't believe this. I'm dropping a stock up here. You want to level up some more? Got too much mana? Okay, just quit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alley, go away. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those 4-color controlling games, how does this deck feel? I gotta say, it surprised me how synergistic, well, maybe not synergistic, but how strong this deck actually performed. Because I played 6 games, I won 4, which is, I think, a decent rate. But the 2 games I played, 27 lands in the deck, or 2 games I lost, I should say, 27 lands in the deck, and I still got mana screwed. I drew 2 lands or 3 lands in both of those games, and never again. And I was trying to, consult. I was trying to 3-steps. I was trying to stock up. Still no lands, and then our opponent eventually overran us. Those decks or those games discounted aside, this deck actually performed incredibly well because of all the removals that are in the deck. We have a lot of counterspells, but we don't rely on the counterspells. We have Inevitable Defeat and Lightning Helix. Now, Lightning Helix most of the time is just a removal, but Inevitable Defeat is a removal and a damage dealer, which will bring our opponent really low. Believe it or not, just, multiple Inevitable Defeats can deal 9 damage, can deal 6 damage, and at that point, our opponent is pretty much low enough that the Jeskai Revelations 1/1 Prowess Monks gets us there. The little monks can actually get us there with, backup from Lightning Helix and things like that for the Prowess triggers. And we can also attack with the Meringue River region. That's something that a lot of times people forget. Meringue River region is not just a card draw. It's a 6/7 dragon. So this deck is surprisingly strong. Now, there are a few things that I want to talk about in terms of what we can fine-tune in this deck. If you look at the deck list online, they don't run any graveyard hate. I never agree with no graveyard hate. Every best of 1 deck I have, unless it's aggro, any sort of control, or even tempo deck, I would run graveyard hate because I want to hate on graveyards. Every deck where our opponent does a reanimation thing on turn 4 just makes me feel bad. I can stop it if I just put in Graveyard Hate and stop being greedy. And that's why we got Sogai Lantern, Rest in Peace, and Season Assist. They've helped very well. Now, because of the Graveyard Hates and our ability to fight Vivi, now I'm not quite sure if Ultima is necessary. I think we can just go with Day of Judgment. Ultima is good, but how often do we need to blow up artifacts outside of the Cauldron? So I think just Day of Judgment might be good enough. We have enough counter spells to counter artifact decks anyways. So, I don't think we need the Ultima in the deck. And a few games, I wish I had Day of Judgment instead of Ultima, because I can blow things up a turn quicker. So that is another thing that I considered. And I seen some deck run 3 Jeskai Revelation. I feel like it's too much. I feel like it's a 7-mana play. I don't really envision doing multiple 7-mana plays back to back. I think 2 might be enough. And Rao. Rao is cute, but Rao needs to go. Rao does never perform, and he's a one-off, so you're not really expecting to draw him, except we drew him almost every game, and he's just kind of being meandering and stuck in our hand. I wish it was a Jace. If it was a 3-mana Jace, it would be better than this Rao. And I think Rao can go, right? I think what we actually need in this deck is maybe a, what's that called again? The High Noon. High Noon might be a card that we definitely need against those burn decks or VV decks, and we might be able to get rid of Get Lost just to slot in High Noon. I don't know how good it is, but for a 4-color control deck, we can definitely activate a High Noon anyways and just pop in for 5 damage. And that could be also part of the win con is, Lightning Helix, Inevitable Defeat, and High Noon. Now, I'm already thinking about a different deck just talking about it, but I think it's pretty strong, right? Yeah, that's how I feel about this deck. This is 4-color control is definitely apparently top tier in the Untapped.gg's listing, so I'm not going to discount this deck ever, and if I see it, I'm going to try my best to fight it because it's a very strong deck. It's got lots of dimensions, and because of the way that the mana base has shaped out in the new sets, especially with Multiversal Passage, this deck is one for a strong contention for top of the top tier. Maybe not this version, maybe not right now with the meta the way it is and Vivi being that dominant, but I do think because of all the answers that this deck has, it could be up there. And that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.